I just want the paper. I just want the paper. I just want the paper.
Need a new start, new person to record with, a new environment to further my career. Because I've recorded with numerous well-known people in their studios, and there's always been an issue with, because they figure, because all these times that I did this were, now keep in mind that I was the first white rapper to exist, and from Detroit, nevertheless, where there's not many white artists at all, let alone rappers. That was unheard of when I started. So at the beginning of my career, I had exclusivity deals with Sylvia Moy, the writer of My Sherry and More, Stevie Wonder song, where I had to record all my stuff in the original Motown studios, which were in her basement of her home. And let me see what else. Who else? John Sally from the Pistons had a studio called Hoops for a while. I recorded there. Gave him a shot at getting me a deal. Another issue. Let me see. Most of my recordings through the 90s were done at the Disc, which was with George Clinton and P-Funk people. Recorded at Ron Dunbar's studio. God, so many people. I can't even think of them all. Other people on the outside would have to remind me of all the people I've done stuff with. I'll think of a really good name that I should have threw out when this is over with. Anyway, so other things I've done, just before I do forget, I've toured with everybody. X-Clan, Public Enemy, geez, the list goes on and on. Been in High Times magazine. I've been in so many things that there's no reason why I'm not on top of the world, man. Seriously. I can't figure it out. My best solution of what pacifies me is the old saying, they save the best for last. When things get shitty and I think, what the fuck, why is this guy on the radio? Or, oh my God, I pushed Kid Rock to so many people, he ends up getting signed and I end up getting screwed. Shit like that. When that kind of stuff happens, I always think to myself, well, like they say, they said the best for last. So, but when I come, and nobody's going to let me make it, because when I do, I've met all these stars. So when I do, they're screwed, essentially, because I'm pulling old cards left and right. All right? Because I know the real deal, and nobody's going to tell me different, and they know that, and they know when I get up on top, I'm not scared to go on TV and tell Dre he's a fag, or tell Kid Rock he's a chump and quit running from me, or tell Eminem that Kim blew me in the parking lot of Lakeside Mall, and shit like that. I'm not scared to say that shit, because it's the facts. Why run from the truth? Unless you got something to run from. And I sure the hell don't. I didn't burn no bridges. I don't think it was burning a bridge by giving Ice Cube 2 dime bags of weed so he'd give me his backstage passes right off their shirts to go into Lollapalooza and hang out with Pearl Jam. I don't think it was burning a bridge to get in a fight with Awesome Dre backstage and throw a piece of fried chicken at him because he was a jerk-off racist. I don't think it was burning a bridge to push DJ Quick down the stairs at Joe Louis back in the day for fucking with being in front of the lynch mob trying to show off. Facts is facts, y'all. Don't hide from the truth. If you're hiding from the truth, then maybe you shouldn't have done what you did. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't think every star that I've met I've had an issue with, or, ended up slapping them. Not all of them. Some of them I became good friends with. Some of them I didn't become good friends with, but, got along with or whatever. But some of them I became very good friends. I mean, intimate friends. And a lot of people can think there's no way, if I start dropping names, there's no way that, you're good friends with Mark McGrath. There's no way that you used to fucking bang Fiona Apple. There's no way that the two black chicks from Motown's 357 blew you behind a record store. There's no way you sold weed to people I won't name. Jeez, it's just, and not even just musicians. I mean, I have friends in all different fields of celebrityism. That's my new word. I think I just made it up. So, I get points on that and shit, quarter every time someone says it. Look around here, I think of friends, Brett Wagner, actor that was in The Crazies and several other things. He's on Speed Vision and several. He's that's my dog. Doink the Clown, Jonathan Davis, ICP, which I got some stories about them too. And you motherfuckers owe me some blue, by the way, if you see this. So get with it, your boy. Marilyn Manson, homeboy, Scott Weiland from Crackhead from Stone Temple Pilots. God, the list goes on and on. Anyways, I'm the most famous dude that nobody knows. I'm the most famous person that no one's ever heard of. And they're like, okay, that's a fact, Jack. Best pot song in 1993. I spent $600 in the studio, did this album. I called myself Gangstafarian. Wore like a black, like Hannibal Lecter mask and a Rasta wig. And so nobody could tell it was the white boy from Detroit. And did an album called Gangstafarian. Pressed up 2,000 copies, sold them all in about a week. And sent some to a couple different people. And I had sent one just because it was a pro weed album. The album was called Full of THC. And I thought, send one to High Times Magazine, right? So I ended up, someone called me one day that fell out the couch when they were looking at their High Times and seen shit about me in here and called me up and freaked out and shit. And I went and bought one. It was honorable mention, a bunch of shit they mentioned about me. And then the next month I bought one just in case they didn't mention me again. Sure enough, I got Best Pot Song in 1993 and the next one with Cypress Hill and Dr. Dre. And God, man, it's just unbelievable shit that I've done. It makes that ridiculous Forrest Gump story, how that he hung out with the president and all this other shit, and it makes that stuff look believable. That's my story. Is nobody would believe it if they weren't there. Unbelievable. I watched Flavor Flav's. He was the first person I ever seen smoke crack. I'm not gonna lie. I'm telling you know what? And I can say all this stuff because it's fucking true, and nobody likes me saying it. Well, then you shouldn't have fucking done it. See, everything I do, some of it I wish I wouldn't have done. Some of it I don't care about. But the fact is I'm not gonna lie about it. I'll up to it, man. If I did it, I did it. All right, fuck it, man. But that's the way I look at it. That's how life is. If you didn't fucking want it, no one to know about it, then you shouldn't have fucking done it, man. And don't lie about it if you get fucking popped, alright? Look, hey, I'm lying, I'm dying, alright? Get an Adidas up your asshole. Asshole. Or the best one, how about the time when I was with Ice-T and the rest of Body Count in Flint, driving around the hood, and I had to sit on Donald D's lap because there was too many people in the car. They made the white boy sit on Donald D's lap. That was, I tell you what, man. And wow, man, there's so many things that have gone down. Unfucking believable amount of things. Or how about Melissa? Can't think of her last name. I know it started with an A. She was the bass player for Smashing Pumpkins, and then she played for Hole, and I played with her Hole. Another funny thing about Ice-T, that's my dog, by the way, but I gotta tell you, Tracy, That was so wrong. You fucked me up for doing that, huh? If you didn't have that big old beer gut and you weren't old now. Yeah, iced tea, I gotta tell you, dude. In Flint, when you went in a rage, you wanted to find out who took the dressing room, body count dressing room, sign off for your dressing room, and you couldn't find out which room you were supposed to be in. You were pissed and in a rage. It was me, dog. I still have it.
Mask like naturally in a nice cold blast. That shit always some